what's up, y'all? This is Real Talk with B. Back at it again. Let's dive right on in. So, today we're going to talk about grown men squashing beefs, grown men forgiving, grown women also. I'm not going to leave y'all out. This is a grown conversation right now. And I'm going to give my input on it by telling my story. So, the other day, I bumped into someone that I had an altercation with about 3 years ago. Could have went sideways. Me and my daughter at Save-A-Lot. I seen him. Now let me rewind all the way back before I get to the point of that. So, ran into this guy at the gas station. It was probably 5 months after my wife passed away. So I was in a headspace. I was angry. It just wasn't good, y'all. So me being me, I'm looking over, I see the car. Now it didn't start off like with me. But I looked over in the car. He must have saw me looking over there, thought I was looking at his gear or whatever, but he did a face to me, y'all. And that's all it took. So me, I'm, what's up? You know what I mean? And he goes around, parks on the other side of the pump, over by the doors. And he got out his car. So I got out my car. What's up, man? What was you saying, man? That's what he was saying to me. I said, what's up, man? What you trying to do? I just immediately went to that. What you trying to do? I'm not trying to hear what nobody talking about. You know what I mean? That's how I was. Now, mind you, this was 3 years ago. He got to talking, saying stuff he was saying where he from, this and that, and all this, and he could do this, go there, and do this and do that. Anyway, I'm just ready to, handle business. I've always been like that. Anyway, so he goes around to the back of his vehicle and pops the trunk. Goes like he grabbing something. Some people might have backed off of that. Not me. That didn't bother me. Should have. But it didn't. Once again, chip on the shoulder. Wife passed away. I got a lot on my mind. I'm angry. So we just going back and forth, yelling, hollering, blah, 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 you, I do this, you do this. We going. Some way, it de-escalated. He ended up leaving. I went in, paid for my gas, and that was that. But anyone who knows that altercations and, some beefs, they don't end there when don't nothing happen. Especially when it's heated like that, and then somebody goes and pops the trunk. That means somebody got to be on their toes. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it was probably about a year later. I seen him riding down the road. Now, in my head, I'm already to the point now at this year point where I'm starting to come back. You know what I mean? And whoever's had loss and things like that, understand what I'm saying when I say come back. I plan on doing talk about that on another one, but come back. So then I told myself, okay, I'm not going to chase him down. I'm not going to try to follow a car and talk to him. But if I see this brother again, I'm going to try to talk to him. Didn't see him around driving the car again. Nope. So then it went from just me wanting to talk to him to me wanting to apologize to that man. Because I knew I was wrong. I knew I was wrong. So I hadn't seen him in a while. Comes the other day, me and my daughter at Save-A-Lot. Boom, we back. We at Save-A-Lot, and I seen him. He didn't look like how he did before, but I recognized the face. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, is that dude? Is that man? So I kept walking, went to grab a couple more groceries, and I was like, now you know what? I'm gonna go talk to him just in case. You know what I'm saying? So I went over there. First thing I did, hey, bro. He looked at me. It was crazy. We fist bumped. It was, what's up, bro? I said, man, I think we got into it a few years back at the gas station, man. BP over, on the way. And you had the Mohawk then. He knew who it was. He knew who I was. Boom. He said, "Oh man, yeah." I said, "Man, I just want to apologize to you." I said, "Man, I was in a headspace, man. I shouldn't have did what I did. I shouldn't have acted how I acted." Man, this brother, man, stopped, looked at me and said, "Hey, bro, I'm not even on that, man." He got to talking and we got to talking and, he forgave me for that. And, he was just telling me, he said, "You're going to be blessed for that, It takes a lot for a grown man to come up to someone after years and still apologize." You know what I'm saying? He said it meant a lot to him, and it meant a lot to me too that he sat there and talked to me and forgave me for that, because that could have went either way, you know what I mean? Whether it was then or that day, the other day, And he ended up telling me, he said, "I want to apologize to you too, man." That's how he said it. He said, "I want to apologize to you too, man." Just like that. He tell me, he Muslim and, things like that. And I had knew a little bit about him after the incident because he's actually real cool with, a lot of my family. So it ended up being one of those situations, if we would have met on different terms, then we probably would have talked and chopped it up anyway. It just so happens we met under the circumstance that we did. But me saying this is grown man squashed the beef. And I can't even say it was really a beef because maybe, shortly after that, he was probably like, "All right, if I see old boy, I know I popped my trunk on him. He gonna whoop de whoop." And then I was thinking what I was thinking. But at the end of the day, grown men forgive. Grown men let go. Sometimes you gotta do that. That's how we all keep living. You know what I mean? We keep living that way. The more we hold on to anger and grudges and things like that, we die. That's just plain and simple. When we hate our fellow brother, sister, whatever the case may be, we die. Everybody has a point to prove. Everybody want to show the world that they a man or a woman or they taking care of business or they trying to earn a name. It ain't about that, especially when you're raising kids. Most of the people that's usually out trying to, fight and bang and do all that, they usually young. They ain't got kids usually, you know what I mean? Now, if you in that life and you have kids and then you eventually you grow out, hopefully you grow out of it. I grew out of all that. I feel like, I've been through enough to where you just say enough is enough. I don't want to cause pain on nobody else. I don't want to cause pain on nobody's family. I don't want to cause pain on my family, because any pain that I go through, my family gonna go through it. My children gonna go through it. Your children gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? We don't affect ourselves. Let's say me and another young brother get into a fight and then he get beat up and go home with a black eye and bloody nose and all that stuff, and he got kids. His kids have to see their father like that. And for what? For looking? For saying something that most people say that every day when they get heated? Why? Or somebody gets shot because somebody don't want to take a butt whooping. They get shot because somebody don't want to fight at all. We killing each other out here, man. Grown men, it's okay to squash beefs. It's okay, women, to squash beefs, to forgive, to have understanding, to show maturity, to show growth. That's all it is when you forgive, You forgive a person and you grow. You showing growth. That don't make you any less of a person because you say, "I forgive you." Or because you say, "Oh man, I ain't trying to fight, man. It's not even that serious." That don't make you no punk. That don't make you scared. That make you have some sense. And guess what? Everybody goes home safely. Nobody dies. yeah, I said, you know, this video is about growth though. Forgiveness, grown men squashing beefs, grown men forgiving. Women, same way. We gotta grow together. We gotta grow together, y'all. It's musicians out here dying over nonsense. Political BS going on, nonsense. Young kids out here fighting, getting kicked out of school over nonsense. We gotta grow together. That's a whole nother video that I know. I get passionate about stuff like this, you know. I've been in that life. I've been in the, it ain't worth it. It's time for everybody to be on their grown stuff, you know, and live life and have fun and spend time with your kids. Shouldn't nobody be out here doing nothing crazy anyway. We in a pandemic. Everybody should be at home with their families anyway, unless they go into the grocery store, you know, or out paying bills, you know, things like that, grown people stuff, you know what I mean? But anyway, back at it, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's okay, grown people. Squash beef, forgive. Me and that man, we good. We shook up, you know? He spoke to my daughter, you know what I mean? Polite guy, man. I respect that man. I respect him for forgiving me. I respect him for talking to me. You get respect sometimes when you try to fix something that you mess up. It ain't always about pointing a finger at, well, they said this or I said that. No, man. I know what I did, and I could have did it better. And just so happens he thought like I did. We both could have handled that day better. But guess what? God got us both through that day, and God put us back in front of each other so we could talk to each other about it. Forgive each other. I say it's God, you know what I'm saying? So people be like, man, you did, yeah, God, man. God got me through a lot of stuff in my life, y'all. And he'll help get y'all through y'all stuff too. We got to turn to him. You know what I mean? Especially right now, times is crazy. We got to get him. We got to have him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, grown man can squash beef. Squash it. I know there's a lot more serious stuff that, you know, sometimes that may not be able to be avoided to y'all, but to your family, to your elders, it can be. And if it can be for them, it can be for you. No matter how tough it seems, you can do it, man. Got to do better, y'all. But like I said, though, I appreciate that man. And I appreciate God for putting me in front of him to where I could finally apologize to him. Y'all might think it's weird. Some of y'all might be like, all right, that's what's up. And that's how you're supposed to think. That's what's up. Because I need more men out there, more women out there to do that. I need y'all to do it. My children need y'all to do it. Your children need y'all to do it. Your family members need y'all to do it. It's time to start squashing stuff. It's time to start taking accountability for the things we put ourselves into as far as situations. Everybody around us pays for our mistakes, not just us. Let's grow, y'all. Any young man watching this, anybody, you know, if you watching this, take away that from this. We can grow together if we try. Just got to take a step. But anyway, I thought that was a pretty cool story I had. So I got on here and said it. Then I talked about, a couple other things that I didn't plan on going a certain way with that, with the rest of it. But hey, it needed to be said. So I said it. Real talk. But I'm going to bump off of that. We all know people, right? I had a friend of mine, real close friend of mine. He's been through some things. He wants to get on here, actually, so you guys will meet him eventually. He wants to talk about his story a little bit. So we're going to make that happen. He's been through a lot, y'all. And I try to be there for any of my friends. And, he asked me, could I help him talk about his issues? I told him, yeah, he been in a situation where, he almost didn't make it out of. He feels very low and alone, a lot of the times because of certain situations that happen with him. And he's a good dude, though. He'll give his last to help anybody. We all got friends like that, that been through things, that give their last. They just ain't been dealt the best hand, you know what I mean? But what I would say to anybody else out there who has friends like that as well is I know we have our own lives and our own situations, but it's okay to be a listening ear sometimes, because you do have to protect your home, and you do have to understand that you can't help everybody. My pastor's helping me with that too, even now. But we can be a listening ear, especially when it's needed. So if you guys have people out there, maybe reach out to them sometimes, or maybe when they reach out to you, take maybe 3 to 5 minutes, longer if you can, to just kind of talk to them, show them that you're there. Because I know lately there's been some, especially younger people, commit suicide, and they do things to themselves, and it's because they feel like they don't have nobody to talk to, or they just don't have nobody, period. Like I tell my friend, you got to pray. I can listen to you. We can listen to you. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to take a step to help clear whatever it is up here, I took my way to help me try to clear my mind. Now you have to figure out a way to get through yours, and I'll help any way I can with anybody out there. So if you want to talk to me, just reach out to me, Real Talk with B, and I'm here. But I'd say just pray. God is probably the best bet for anybody. Not probably, is. Because like I said, he's a miracle worker. He is the miracle. And he got me through so many things. There's been many times when I shouldn't have been here. But that's another video, and I do plan on speaking to you guys on that. But, depression is real. And let's just open up our hearts and ears sometimes for people. But young people out there, don't be afraid to share your story, because your story can help somebody else. It don't matter how old you are. Everybody goes through different things. It doesn't matter what way you try to do it either, whether it's music, whatever the case may be, sports, and you do a good deed with that, or just this right here, platform. Get on there and talk to people if that's what's going to help you. But I just recommend prayer. And I would say, Anybody out there going through anything that you feel like you can't get out of and you don't see no way out? God, that's your way out. And don't give up on him. There's a song that my pastor sung, and it hit me. I cried, y'all. I'm not gonna. I sat in the back of that chair and I was tearing up, because it hit me. But don't give up on God, because he won't give up on you. And that's real. He won't. He's there. If you feel like ain't nobody giving you an ear one day, you got God's ears 24/7. And he's listening. And he can help you more than we can. But I just want everybody out there to know that they're not alone in anything. And I want others to know that, there's nothing wrong with growth. There's nothing wrong with forgiving people. There's nothing wrong with letting go of things sometimes. It's all about growth, y'all. I might have jumped around here towards the end of this, but it hit me, so I'm talking about it. But I look forward to talking with you guys some more, and I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. I really do. Y'all are amazing. In my comments, we get to talking. I met some cool people on there, and I love the conversation. I thank y'all. If you got advice out here, that I'm not hitting on, you can hit me in the comments, and I'll talk to my friend and let them know that, there's other people out there who care too, and, got some words of encouragement for him, But like I said, I ain't going to keep you on here too long on this video. But thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all. You hear what Real Talk with B. And like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, y'all. And I appreciate you. Until next time, salute. Peace out.